Welcome back to The Vocalist. Today I am hearing the band Megadeth for the first time, so we're starting with the song Holy Wars, The Punishment Due. Here we go. Okay, I need to just revisit this real quick before we get into vocals. What an interesting opening. I like how sort of high, it's not high pitched, but it's got this sort of like scratchiness to it. And it's all so precise. I love that timing, how they just stayed so synced up. See, I would have thought the guitar was going to come in higher, and so I like that it's all just in this really contained range, as opposed to having the solo stand out more than it could have. I have a theory. I feel like he can sing really high based off of what I'm hearing right now, because even though that first sound was very, it's all chest voice right now, and it's very mid-range, he is pulling so much forward, almost like to the point of snarl later on. Like he's shifting it more and more forward, which makes me think like he's getting ready to pop up. Well, if he does sing higher, I guess I'm gonna have to wait to find out. What an interesting shift. I won't play all of that, but man. It's so low and so gravelly. There is so much happening, and yet I can understand the words perfectly. I'm actually like getting like the context of this piece lyrically. But these transitions, I mean, my goodness, they're so interesting, and so they happen so frequently. I have to go back. The textures he's incorporating. I love hearing vocalists do so many extreme things with their instrument. Last mistake. That is one. This is number two. And that's a third sound, like all in such a short period of time. I mean, that one he put a lot of cover into that. This is fascinating. No more mistakes. those transitions were so interesting. And like satisfying to hear. I don't know what it was. It was just, like, like, when you got like an itch and you just can't scratch it. Like, I feel like every section just gave you something to latch onto, and it was just so satisfying. I didn't get to hear any. I was hopeful toward the end because he started pulling his sound forward again. So I thought maybe he would pop up a little higher. You'll have to let me know if he does that ever. I mean, that's the thing. There's so many singers that can do a lot and they just don't include that in their music, and there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes I'm just curious. So if you know of a song where maybe he sings a little higher, let me know. This, I think, showed range in terms of textures for sure. I mean, and I can also understand with this piece wanting to prioritize the text. So it's easier to do that and to be understood when you're in speaking range as opposed to singing in the rafters. So I can respect the decision for sure. I'm going to have to listen to it a few more times just to kind of get a handle on the piece because a lot was happening. And there were so many interesting sections, both vocally and within the instrumentals. It's just, it's a lot to take in the first round. So we're going to have another go of it after I'm done recording today. But that is it. Thank you guys so much for this recommendation and for watching with me. And hopefully I will see you next time.